Hello and welcome to another episode of Interrupt the Movie. Today we are watching Godzilla vs. King Ghidorah. I'm Alex.
I'm Fat Bacon Unicorn.
I am GVR.
I am Kaiju-X.
I am Nagota.
Take that, you dinosaur.
Joe.
So that's his name now.
Take that, you dinosaur.
Hold on, let me make that adjustment.
And here, as I said before, we are watching one of the most mediocre movies of all time.
Shut up.
One of the most disappointing Godzilla movies ever.
Actually, no, I don't
Probably
really remember how I feel about this movie.
Probably the
Been
most
forever.
disappointing thing since my son.
Yeah, just wait till next year, Joe.
Yeah, I haven't actually watched this movie in forever, so I don't remember quite how I feel about it. What are we laughing at?
Oh boy, look at that toy.
Guys, look, he's fucking dead.
It doesn't look as stiff as the model.
No, it looks like an unpainted model.
Spoilers, King Ghidorah loses.
What?
Oh, wow. Who would have thought in a movie with King Ghidorah that he would have lost?
Oh, it's a dub. Oh, God.
King Ghidorah fought Godzilla?
You think they
Whoa,
already
that-
know this? I'm having questions already.
Oh, and it's
The
a
time
Heisei.
travel in
looks
this movie is
cool.
bullshit. Just have fun with it.
Not as much bullshit as Rebirth of Mothra 3.
The time travel in this movie makes
So
sense
many
when you actually think
paradoxes
about it.
in Toho movies.
And of course, Akira Ifukube saves the day once again.
Like, the time travel in this movie isn't that bad.
Mm-hmm.
Soundtrack's pretty good.
Oh yeah, no soundtrack. Yeah, soundtrack from Ifukube through the '90s is fantastic.
Yeah.
That's like the one consistent good thing.
Mm.
Mhm.
Oh,
Yeah,
Lord,
I think
it's like the
that's
prequels.
universal. That is universal. You would have to be a heartless monster to say no.
Oh, look, here's our pointless character,
Which one?
Mickey.
Oh,
Godzilla's simp.
Is she useless in this movie? I don't remember.
She doesn't really do much. I just know she goes on the time traveling mission.
Yeah.
I
Right.
think
She
goes to look for
doesn't
Godzilla
like do
afterward.
enough, but
It's not as bad as later movies with her.
right. Like Godzilla versus Mothra, you could have just left her out entirely.
She served no
That's
purpose.
probably the biggest.
She's the continuity character, don't you know?
Yeah, I think that's a decent way to look at her is the continuity character. Like, you know,
Only they gave her stuff to do.
yeah.
Like, continuity matters in the Heisei series.
I mean,
yeah,
it does.
you're not wrong. You're not wrong.
And again, and for once, I'm actually not going to knock bully the 90s movies. I'm going to say that's been a problem since Bylante, since they never used the bird call again.
Yeah, for sure.
that guy has orange juice. Is that the cinematographer?
All right, we got the shot done. We got dunked into that man's orange juice.
Oh, this guy.
Oh yeah, I freaking love freaking
Look, a dinosaur.
He's treated like he's a flat earther with just spewing out his
Yeah.
propaganda.
Sir, I'm going to have to ask you to leave the museum.
Yeah.
Sir, this is a Wendy's.
I'm a dinosaur.
Take that, you dinosaur.
The dinosaur is real and it sucked my dick.
That T-Rex has more life in it than the King Ghidorah a few minutes ago.
I mean, it is more impressive than your average Heisei suit.
Hey,
Damn.
no, the Heisei suits are great. I'll fight for that.
They're
They
too
may be
fucking
chunky.
fat.
Godzilla's
Too
always been
fat,
chunky.
too
The fuck do you
stiff.
mean?
Hey, I got it right.
He's been captured.
Yeah. Yeah,
Get out
please escort
here,
that man out
Heisei
of the
lover.
Wendy's.
If there's, oh man, I felt like I had something in mind too. I was about to say something
Wait a
insightful,
minute.
but then I forgot.
You can't say anything insightful.
You know, as much as like that line, "Take that, you dinosaur," is fucking annoying. I do like that segment of the movie. It's talking about
yeah.
it right now, and it just brought up good memory of watching that scene.
Take that, you dinosaur.
There's some really
I
good.
actually
scenes in this
always
movie.
like
Why haven't
Oh,
we
yeah.
used that yet?
what
The line, like that line.
Take that, you
We used
dinosaur.
the ding dong line.
You ding dong.
I think because we've retired Godzillasaurus, so there's no point.
But we still have
But we have
dinosaurs.
so many other dinosaurs.
I mean, yeah, don't get me wrong, but that line is codified with Godzillasaurus. To me,
Mm.
I
Just
mean,
have
you
the
could use it.
opening be Godzillasaurus fucking dying to a gun.
The jaguar shoots.
Maybe it's because we're all talking, but how come no one believes him about the fucking dinosaur when Godzilla already attacked 3 times?
Yeah, that's kind of the thing. That's like
Because-
again,
Because that's Godzilla.
right? But yeah, no. Like it's like Titanosaurus too. It's like in Terror Godzilla. It's like, how is this a new big issue when you had Godzilla and Anguirus rummaging about already? It's like,
We've had all
Don't
these
get me
monsters
wrong, that'll
represented
show a
about
series,
one
but-
more.
right. So it's just like, I don't know. It just seems weird when it's like this crazy discovery is made in a world where giant monsters already exist. I don't know. It seems weird.
Entirely possible that just like the fact that the man is ranting and raving like a lunatic is why people don't believe him.
That's true. Mm-hmm.
Well, yeah, it'd be again. Godzilla attacked 3 times by that point. There was Biollante, a giant plant hybrid. So yeah, I think I'd be a bit more inclined to believe the crazy man.
Well, those are giant
Yeah.
monsters. What he's
Right.
talking about is just a regular dinosaur in modern times.
Again, one of them looks
That's
like
true.
one of the two looks like a dinosaur. So I'm going to be inclined that a dinosaur attacked in World War II.
But that was World War II.
Electric Boogaloo.
Fuck, do we need to have a World War III to prove that man's point?
No.
Yes.
Oh god, it's the
Let's
Simp
find
Hour.
dinosaur.
And now on the Channel 5, the Simp Hour.
Oh
I
god, I
don't
wish I
know.
was watching the previous movie instead.
Okay, here's the thing. I'll defend a lot of things about the 90s movies, but I will not defend the dubs at all.
Yeah, very good dubs. Very good Sony dubs. Those 90s
He's a
Sony
square
dubs.
now.
My gosh.
Especially Miki's voice in these. Ugh.
They only get one female voice actor for them.
Probably.
I wouldn't be surprised.
I think
Why didn't they
Emmy
just
and Miki have the same voice actor.
Why didn't they just get George Takei?
Oh,
Mickey?
No, Joe, that would have made the movie fun. Toho doesn't like fun.
Oh yeah.
I think I remember hearing that like the actress for Miki hates her voice in the dubs.
Ha!
Understandable.
I mean, I wouldn't blame her.
That's not even a plesiosaur. And plesiosaur isn't even a dinosaur.
Wait, are we talking about the legend of monster birds and dinosaurs now?
No.
That's what it almost sounds like.
Oh my god, you actually know what that is.
Yeah.
I know what that is. Kind of.
It's a small flying dinosaur.
For the last time, lady, I'm not interested in you. I'm interested in our descendant.
Yeah, right. I'm not interested in you, hot lady.
Begone thought.
Go to horny jail, bonk.
You go to horny jail, Bacon.
You're the one that said
Bonk
hot
him.
lady. Shut the fuck up.
Man, we really need to shut this simp up.
How do you mute Miki in the movie?
A lot of good editing.
I have a question. Why were they destroyed?
Because fuck those guys.
Guys, the Futurians are peaceful. They're totally peaceful, even though they just blew up 2 of our helicopters.
Yeah, why did they?
Exactly.
Why were they blown up? And two, how were they blown up?
Magic.
Maybe they crashed into the thing.
They were easily way above the fucking you. Fuck you, movie.
It has a big hitbox.
That's the best, most acceptable answer I'll take.
Ah, yes. Many army aircraft have disappeared. Yeah, that kind of fucking happens.
What are you talking about, dude?
Yeah, I know, right?
For a minute, I thought that was the other newscaster right when the guy said something about time travel, and I thought GBR was saying, "What are you talking about, dude?" Came from the other reporter.
That's great.
What are you talking about?
It's the other newscaster. What are you doing?
Is the other newscaster Rick from King of the Monsters?
Is this just the complain about everything hour? Is that what this is?
Yep.
Yes.
Young man.
Hello, Exilian Commander. Or Exilian Controller.
Wait, Kaiju,
Yes,
this
King
guy's
Ghidorah.
name is Shindo, right?
Yes.
Yeah, his name's Shindo, yeah.
So that means I can probably link him up to a show character now. Yes!
Have you linked up all the Goromakis?
I already got that
Have
planned out
fun with
already.
Oh yeah, shit, he did do that. I remember he just sat down with like 30 minutes of me and GVR and planned it out.
Oh my gosh. Freaking Dakota.
Poor Shindo. He's probably missing all the golden days where he got to play in good movies.
Mhm.
Now he's just playing in a mediocre movie, just trying to pay off his new house.
Is that really the guy who played the Exilian Commander?
Yeah, it's
Yes.
the Exilian Commander. And the Human Vapor.
So he was the Exilian Commander. He was Human Vapor. He was in Frankenstein versus Baragon as the World War II guy.
He was the crazy guy in Matongo.
Yeah, he was.
Toho has a small pool of actors, don't they?
I always found Shindo to be the best character in this movie, without a doubt
me
in my
too.
mind.
Yeah.
He's the only one who I give a shit about.
Yeah, it's like he's the only one who kind of actually goes through some sort of arc.
And he's part of one of the best scenes in this series.
Right.
Hey, it's probably one of the better scenes in the Heisei series.
Oh yeah,
era.
definitely, absolutely. It was like combined with the fact that I'm trying to remember the actor's name. My goodness. But combined like the prior history with Godzilla, it feels appropriately symbolic.
Yeah.
Yes.
By the way, did you guys also see the retired Godzillasaurus picture that just showed up in the movie? It was even black and whited.
Damn.
Oh yeah. Yoshio Tsuchiya, that's his name.
Who took pictures of Godzilla's
So,
source?
yeah,
It was
like-
a battlefield.
Combat photographers.
Battlefields have, yeah.
But there
Yeah,
were
I
no
think it was,
photographers.
Yeah, there's again, combat photographers could probably capture a lot.
Oh yeah, yeah,
regardless of the situation.
Were they on the island though?
Yeah, they were on the island.
yeah. I'm pretty sure combat photographers get themselves in the middle of the action too. So
And besides, you got to think that there were two factions during that battle: the Japanese and the Americans. Oh, I'm pretty sure one of them at least had a few combat photographers during that battle.
yeah,
You
absolutely.
could go live and had a combat photographer.
Yep.
This movie looks like a Sega CD game.
Yeah, and I was like some of the, like I could appreciate the effects, but friggin'
They're hit or miss.
Oh yeah, like that previous one was appreciatively cheesy.
yeah.
Like that's some of the stuff that I enjoy, and I will accept.
Their dress wear looks like something out of that 70s show.
Kinda, yeah.
You know, I'm surprised they're not shooting at the UFO because it blew up 2 helicopters earlier.
I know, that's like, what the heck? Why? That seems so dismissive. Oh, we lost 2 human lives. Who cares?
Chuck just wanted to be a dick.
Well, they could have at least
Fuck
justified it by being like, we attacked them because they were getting too close and we took it as a sign of hostility.
Yeah. Or even like, oh, we blew up the helicopters, but we saved them with our crazy teleportation technology.
Yeah. Yeah, maybe just bring them out onto the outside of the UFO as a gesture of good faith.
Yeah. Yeah, there could have been so many ways this could have been handled better. And we're like, what? It's almost 20 minutes in? My gosh.
Guys, isn't the Heisei series the greatest achievement of the Godzilla franchise?
We are when you said that, we were 17 minutes and 22 seconds in.
Yes. Thank you, Bacon, for being more precise than I was.
But if they have this time machine, you think there's more time machines in the future?
Something insightful. That building right there. Other
What about
movies have used that as stock footage. It was in Godzilla against Mechagodzilla.
Oh, no kidding.
Oh,
Cool. Yeah. Oh, I also did want to say, like, part of the reason for the time travel element of this movie, and I think it's going to be really obvious when I say it out loud, but in thanks to the Terminator and, like, you know, it's like Terminator 2, and Back to the Future were all major influences because Toho wanted to push more of a Western appeal at the time the 90s movies were made.
They wanted to push more of a Western appeal, yet they also have a scene in this movie where a bunch of U.S. soldiers are massacred in World War II, and it's depicted as a good thing.
Yeah, I think that scene in particular was the reason why Godzilla vs. King Ghidorah didn't come out in the West until until G98. So yeah, no, that was oh boy, yeah.
Also, who are the 2 white people in the room? What's their names again?
Chuck
Which
and
white
Glenn.
people?
Fuck.
Oh, Chuck and Glenn?
Their names
Yes.
are Chuck and Fuck.
Chuck and Glen Chico.
Yeah, like Glen Chico, something.
What? His full Who would name their child that?
Don't ask.
Who named their child Chuck?
Yeah,
Fair enough.
At least that one is like an actual name.
But funny enough, I think the actor's name is also Chuck Wilson.
Oh, God. Toho really didn't give a shit. They just casted the nearest white person.
That's what they've always done, though, except for in the 60s.
It'd be like
exactly.
It'd be like if Nick Adams' character's name in Astro Monster was Nick Adams.
Yeah, it's just as weird.
His first name is Astronaut and his last name is Glutton. Look, there's that
equal.
Showa
About
figure.
yourself,
Yep,
GJ.
there it
What-
is.
Why is it
What
there?
Showa figure is that?
Looks like
Kid.
64.
Yeah, it looks
64 or
like
54. I
64.
can't really tell.
It looks like 64.
Well,
Just
I mean,
like-
You're 64.
well, I mean, the Heisei films had a habit of doing that because
Oh yeah,
I
like
remember in-
Biollante.
yeah, Biollante had like the 62 figure and the Oxygen Destroyer. Destroyer had a shit ton of pictures from the show era, like 62. I think I saw 73.
Against Mechagodzilla had Heisei Mechagodzilla in them.
Oh, I didn't notice
Yeah, I
that
think
one.
it did. I think so. I think it did.
A child's book. Again, Joe, Toho totally loves continuity.
Well, I think they're just supposed to be like little nods. I don't think you're supposed to take them too seriously.
Right. Oh, naturally. Friggin',
But this is the
again,
height of the Godzilla era. We're supposed to take the Heisei area seriously.
Well, no, I didn't
Okay,
mean
TK
Alex, you
user.
prick.
yeah, no, we're just busting balls around here. That's all.
I mean, it's not as bad as Final Wars,
Final. Oh,
Where the kid-
oh,
where the kid was playing with a bunch of Godzilla toys,
and a Gamera toy.
No, he threw away
and he
Squirtle.
throws he throws the Squirtle in the fireplace.
Dude,
That's
that poor
with that
Squirtle.
scene.
I like that. The idea for the 50th anniversary, was gonna be Godzilla versus Gamera, but Toho said no and included that scene in Final Wars.
Just a boy yelling at a Squirtle toy, "You loser," and then chucking it in the fireplace.
Yeah, Toho's as bitter as I am with this movie.
You know, something to think about. If the Futurians accidentally killed this guy, would the book have been made still?
That's the best interpretation of this movie's time travel is a predestined paradox, where everything that happens is meant to happen. Which, I mean, the only downside is that it makes our right. It's basically an eternal loop you can't really change.
Yeah,
And by that logic, the worst thing you get out of it is all the characters are idiots. Which, I mean, to be fair, they're idiots anyway. So
It's
Whoa.
The way
like,
I see
maybe
it
we
is-
should. It's like,
I mean-
maybe we should have researched more and find out. Oh, we got the 84 Godzilla, not the 54 Godzilla.
right,
Shit.
right,
Yeah,
exactly.
You grabbed the wrong Godzillasaurus.
yeah, because it's the
Right.
Futurians' actions that create the Heisei Godzilla in the first place.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. You know, something
So-
I thought about was like it started off as Showa, and then they got the time machine the first time, messed up the thing, and made the Heisei era, and that just made a continuous loop afterward.
It's
Yeah.
possible. The friggin'
Yeah, that's a pretty popular fan theory.
Yeah, but here's the thing. I would just jump in the time travel and prevent the Heisei area from ever being created.
Yeah.
No,
I don't
you
know
would
if I
time
can buy
travel to make you would time travel to make sure that Godzilla versus King Ghidorah didn't happen.
Okay, that's true.
I was gonna time travel and then buy like 1,000 tickets for Godzilla versus Biollante to make sure it doesn't fail.
Yeah,
Yes.
1,000,000 tickets.
He's just gonna go around chilling for the movie.
Yeah. Friggin' shoot. Friggin' but yeah, there's another thing I want to
No. I time travel back when Varen premiered, steal all of its money, and then use it towards Biollante.
Yes.
Yeah.
Alex with the 300 IQ plays.
so you get to destroy Varan and make sure Mothra versus Bagan gets made.
Big brain moment.
Yeah.
And hey, you should all be calling me a hero at that point.
Now that I think about it, I need to have Android characters at some point.
No, that'd be fun.
Well,
Android.
I mean, the blonde lady from Mechagodzilla 2 was almost going to be an android.
Yeah. Yeah, the friggin' blonde chick that pilots Mechagodzilla. That would have been awesome.
Deleting a good scene, just like that scene of Miki earning Junior's trust.
Yeah, no, totally. That would have been
But
like I can understand cutting things for pacing purposes, but frick, why'd you get rid of the plot important ones?
You could have cut other things from Godzilla vs. Mechagodzilla too.
Yeah,
Yes.
You cut different things.
Yeah, you cut out two of the most important scenes that helps the continuity.
Mm-hmm.
One of them actually gives us the origin of the fucking androids.
Right. Oh, right. Or looping or back around into androids in a sense.
Yeah.
Which would have been nice. And then, and then Baby Godzilla, which not only would have been good for the continuity of like Space Godzilla and Destroya, but again, by itself, would have been a really good emotional moment.
It's just a good scene.
Yeah.
Like,
I will defend the 90s movies, but what I will absolutely agree with is that they needed, every single one of them needed more time in writing.
Yes.
Agreed. I think that's why Biollante is still generally well received, because it went through several drafts and it had about 5 years to go between that, like after return.
Yes.
Right.
Oh, they just brought up a really good point right here.
What?
Like a good point to their time travel. Two people can't exist in the same point in time.
Okay, I'm glad you pointed that out. I'm glad you pointed that out because several years ago, I had my sister's fiance watch Godzilla vs. King Ghidorah because, getting into the Godzilla series and whatnot. He enjoyed it fine, but he pointed out a very interesting contradiction with Ghidorah. Because you can't have two of the same person in the same time, having Mecha King Ghidorah contradicts that because King Ghidorah is still at the bottom of the ocean.
Yeah.
Yeah.
what the fuck?
I hate the Dorats. I hate
Joe,
them
Joe, you just gotta be like Ozzy Osbourne and bite the heads off them.
I want to pump them into the ocean.
Maybe like the mechanization of Ghidorah manages to somehow subvert the time thing.
I guess, but even that's only a guess.
Because Ghidorah is
it-
mostly mechanical. Like the heads and the legs are the only things that are still organic on him.
Like with the whole torso area, it's like there could still be King Ghidorah's original body underneath of it. The metal pieces could just be holding it together.
Well, they've released like pictures of King Ghidorah's anatomy.
Yeah, that metal torso is like all mechanical.
Oh, okay.
No,
yeah,
wait,
there's like
I just
no
thought of
organs
something.
in there.
I just thought of something. What if, like, it takes time for that to happen, so that's how they managed to get the mechanical head of Mecha King Ghidorah out of the ocean. The organic parts disappeared.
Who knows for sure? Who knows for sure? We are teleporting to 1 week before Valentine's Day.
Was the two people can't exist in the same time frame? Was that just a dub thing or not?
I don't know.
Because there's the thing that could have just been a dubism.
That's entirely possible. I couldn't say I'd know.
Everyone
One of the
quiet.
best scenes in the movie.
I think those voices are dubbed too.
I believe so. Yeah.
Yeah.
The English people were dubbed.
Why? That's like dubbing Nick Adams in the English dub of Astro Monster.
Making you tucked over the line.
You talked over the line.
I still heard it.
Stupid simp.
Don't worry, Alex. You could just delete his lines. That way we could hear it.
Bacon, you say it's weird to dub over the
Kaiju-X.
English parts of a Godzilla movie, but you forget Shin Godzilla dubbed over the English parts of the Godzilla movie.
Yeah, that's
It did?
been yeah.
Yeah,
I mean, it's a thing that's been around since King Kong versus Godzilla.
Yeah.
But
Yeah. Japanese
Okay.
people trying to speak English and they dub it in English.
Yeah.
no,
think
I
it
mean,
doesn't have the right
I meant
sound
white
to it.
people, like people that speak English,
Yeah.
like as their like first
Yeah.
language. What?
Yes.
Yeah,
Huh.
it,
Yeah,
it's
that's-
been around since King Kong versus Godzilla.
Yeah.
Okay, well, you learn something new every day, I guess.
And Robert Dunham's lines in the dub version of Dogra got dubbed.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah,
I
or
think Nick
freaking
Adams was the only time Toho cared about like having an American on the movie.
Oh no, Latitude Zero, I think.
Latitude Zero was that was like a Japanese American co-production.
Yeah.
Friggin' yeah. When it comes to
Music
like
cut.
Americans, when it comes to Americans in English stuff, like I think the golden age of the '60s movies were really, I think where that really shined. I think even the dude who played Mark Jackson, I think he provided his own dub for the Japanese version. I think.
Wait,
No,
wait. Here comes the funny.
I thought he actually spoke English in the actual Dogra movie.
Oh, maybe that's what I was thinking of. I
Yeah,
remember
they just-
someone.
Supersonic racing. I'm sorry, I can't help it.
Can
Supersonic
you feel the
racing.
sunshine? Does it brighten up your day?
There's no way
Don't you
Kawakita
feel like
saw that if it
sometimes
wasn't
you
just like,
just want to
"No, I know
run
exactly what I'm doing."
away? I timed that really well.
Oh my god, he has a Saiyan Scouter.
Oh no.
Ew.
Well, of course they're not. Of course, it's not Godzilla proof. How do you Godzilla proof something?
You don't.
No, you just put Mickey.
Yeah, that's how you Godzilla proof it.
Godzilla says, stop harassing my dad. Wait.
Bacon, you idiot.
Yeah, no, I said the line and I realized how stupid it was when it came out of my mouth. Shut up, GVR.
Kaiju-X, can you time travel to get Bacon aborted?
Well, it would at least be a good couple
Joke's
of
on
months
you.
of not.
Joke's on you, that's the best timeline.
Mr. and Mrs. Kaiju-X, I have an urgent message for the future. Do not have sex. Or if you are going to have sex, use this condom.
We don't believe in that.
We're anti-vaxxers.
Oh,
Mr.
fuck.
and Mrs. Kaiju-X.
That explains so much about Bacon.
If you're well, Mr. and Mrs. Kaiju-X, if you're anti-condom, then maybe you should consider anal for tonight.
I like that you said that. Well, the guy had a horrified face.
Retired combatant number 1 is showing up.
Hooray!
The dinosaur.
Who was added in the KWC for some reason.
I like how Toho looks down on Gamera, but they use Gamera's roar for Godzillasaurus.
Yeah, I know that's so confusing. It's like, is it supposed to imply that Gamera's weaker by using a lesser Godzilla form?
It's symbolic of Toho not giving a fuck.
I'm surprised Daiei didn't sue Toho.
Yeah, I know. Unless it's like a stock roar thing, but yeah, I
I
don't
don't
know.
think so. I'm pretty sure Dai is
Doesn't
pretty
care.
protective of their shit too.
Yeah.
That's funny.
Wasn't Dai like broke at this point?
I
No,
think
I'm
there were
pretty sure
more.
I'm pretty sure Toho had the roar because that's why they couldn't use it in Gamera the Brave, right?
Yeah, but this was before the trilogy, though.
Oh
Right.
yeah.
Yeah, so Diet was still around. It was just like I think it was finally just recovering from that whole bankruptcy thing.
So that's probably why they didn't sue, just because if they were
It
still
would have been too
recovering-
much.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, Bacon, you better not talk over the next line that's coming up.
Don't
Or
you
else we'll kill
fucking
you.
I'll
speak,
talk
Bacon.
when I talk.
But yeah, no, I do like the sequence though with Godzillasaurus. He actually has a really nice like this whole island bit's actually like really cool.
Definitely.
Mhm.
I just wish it didn't have anything to do with the time travel shenanigans. Like
Yeah.
I think if the movie focused not so much on time travel, but the like I don't mind it being about the origins of Godzilla. I think that's cool. But I wish there was less time travel hokiness involved and focus more on the relationship between Godzilla and humanity, because there is good material here. There is, well,
This movie is
Kaiju-X.
two movies
Shush.
The
smashed into one.
gigantic dinosaurs attacking our boys.
It's almost like Shindo should have been the main character,
yeah,
just
Agreed.
recollecting on the events.
A gigantic
This could have
dinosaurs
been the
attacking
opening
our
scene.
boys.
yeah, exactly. This could have been the prologue sequence. Totally.
Toho needs to stop mashing two separate ideas into one movie.
Yeah,
Oh, there it is.
And there it
Yep.
is.
Toho needed to stop ripping off American Hollywood.
That too.
But yeah, aside from the time travel, yeah, this is actually a good sequence.
Yeah. Just
Mhm.
get rid of Emiko.
Right, just like edit out those characters or just take out that shot. But yeah, like this is like a like strongly emotional scene. Like this poor dinosaur.
He's just
Poor
living there.
asshole.
Yeah. Like,
He-
dude,
he
even
really-
back then, G-Source was a pretty tanky dude. Look at him.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like
I
they
mean,
could have used this as
you
the
just-
beginning for their planned Godzilla versus Baggett movie,
Yeah.
Yeah.
with
Or
Shindo
something.
being the
And he
main character.
survives this. Shh, shh, shh. Everyone, shush. Bacon.
Dang
Okay, now you can talk.
Take that, you dinosaur.
I love how he just fucking pulls a Gigan.
He's a
Take
stealthy
that, you
one.
dinosaur.
Also, that tail swipe was unrealistic. That tail swipe would have sent them flying.
Yeah, it
Yeah.
would have.
Alex,
Damn.
you're complaining about unrealism in a Godzilla movie.
Oh yeah,
I do like some of the tail swatting stuff, but even then, I will admit, it's like not like yeah, it would be totally.
So would you guys say that the first two foot stomps were just a pre-kangaroo kick?
Wait.
He's talking about Gorosaurus's kangaroo kick.
Hey, it was Godzilla's kangaroo kick first.
Yeah, that's true.
Oh, yeah.
Oh my god, it is the same voice actor. What the fuck?
Wait, is that Mickey?
there's the thumbnail.
Yeah, there's the thumbnail.
Can you tell why America wasn't super happy with this movie?
Oh yeah,
A gigantic dinosaur attacked our boys.
what?
I'm not scared for Godzillasaurus because he's getting shot. I'm scared that Mickey might do something to him, especially since he's young.
Oh,
Why
Lordy.
why did they time travel again?
To prevent Godzilla from being around.
Yeah,
Pretty-
yeah, but you could have just
more. Like I think the first one was for the like identifying him, and this one's to enact the plan.
okay.
Yeah, I think the first one was just recon, then they're going to actually get the stuff they need to do it.
Well,
Yeah.
good thing that they have extra fuel. I'd
Why didn't they
imagine it
just
takes a lot
stay?
to run a time machine.
I mean, you just need some Element X.
Wow,
I mean,
a
you're not
character in the
wrong.
90s films actually have an emotion.
Yeah, I know. What the heck?
I really do love this scene.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Yeah, this is a pretty good scene.
The music is really good.
Oh yeah.
Hmm.
Oh
And
yeah.
Kiryu Fukube saves the day yet again.
Yeah.
Mhm.
It's like the
music
it's like the
makes
Star
the
Wars
moment.
prequels with the John Williams music.
Yeah.
You're not wrong.
Bad movies, but the music's good.
I'll defend Revenge of the Sith,
It fucking sucks.
bitch.
Hey, get
What
out of
if
here,
someone
simps.
turned
Get out
around
of
and
here.
forgot something?
Oh yeah, no kidding. You mean
Take
drama?
that, you dinosaur.
No, Godzilla Source is like, no, come back, don't leave me with her.
God, what is with their Smash Brothers alternate costume fucking colors?
They probably got inspired by Star Trek The Next Generation.
So
Oh,
this is
fuck.
when Miki got her holds onto Godzilla in the first point. She started when he was a dinosaur.
And when she starts, she says, "Take this, you dinosaur."
Oh, God.
Oh,
Oh, God.
never say that again in that context.
Oh, my God. I gotta use that now.
Yes.
Oh, he turned LGBT. They're using chemicals to turn the frickin' Godzilla gay.
That's amazing.
Mickey turned him off so much that he became gay.
Oh my
That-
god.
That's why he rejected her in Biollante.
Oh my god. Oh god, it makes so much more sense now.
Oh, these little bastards.
Did she just
Fuck
smack
off.
that Dora?
She should have punched it.
I'm surprised more people aren't bitching about the Dorats for Ghidorah's origin.
I
Yeah.
hate the Dorats.
Yeah, it's
I
like the
hate
King
them
of
too.
Terror's. Yeah, the King of Terror's origin comes down to three little cutesy wootsy.
Here's the thing. That could have been interesting too, giving Godzilla. This is the one element I wish this movie could have done more of, was paralleling Godzilla and King Ghidorah, like two innocent creatures that were mutated by radiation used for war. That could have
Hey,
been
that's 3D.
interesting. Gosh darn it. Point being, you could have had, like, I think the Dorat conceptually is a neat idea because it parallels to Godzilla's Godzillasaurus.
Yeah.
But the design doesn't. Nah, it should have been like I don't mind it being cute per se, but it should have been like a three-headed thing that just, like, flapped around, responded to human emotions and whatnot. More could have been built on.
I want to take a Dorat and punch it in the face.
Or bite its head off.
You know what would have made the Dorats a wee bit better? If they actually made that canceled Return of King Ghidorah movie that they were gonna do, where the real King Ghidorah shows up.
You mean in the novelization?
Yes.
Where, like, that would have been the interesting part too, is, like, if they ran with the original idea that the Dorats came from genetically engineered Venus Ghidorah corpse, that would have been awesome. It would have
It
made
wasn't a corpse.
right. Yeah, I know Return of King Ghidorah was meant to be like, oh, it's alive, but friggin' yeah, no, like, the idea of Space Ghidorah still existing in the universe would have been awesome.
I know it's
Just
probably just a
Ghidorah.
depth thing, but You'd think the Futurians would double check that Godzilla was gone.
Like said,
Or-
predestined paradox. Everyone's an idiot.
Or how everyone still remembers Godzilla.
Yeah.
Which again only further cements this is a predestined paradox, and that everyone here is an idiot.
Oh god, that effect looks bad.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that's terrible.
The flying prop is not. That's good, but the flying
God.
prop is not.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Oh no, orange juice.
No.
Okay, hold on.
Yeah,
I
this
like
is.
this King
I think
Ghidorah
this
design,
I think this is where the movie loses me.
Right. Yeah, that sounds about right too. Because again, you get genuinely engaging time travel stuff, exploring Godzilla's past and his connection to Shindo and World War II and whatnot. That's legitimately engaging.
That looks.
But then, yeah.
That
But then when
looks
it tries,
terrible.
right, and then it tries to be the alien
looks so
invasion movie.
stiff.
Yeah.
And then it tries to be the alien invasion movie. That's when it falls apart.
It's pretty much a remake of Astro Monster.
Yeah, in a sense.
Oh god, it's a bad remake.
Yeah.
Yeah,
the
I like
horns
King
move.
Ghidorah's design, but him flying, oof.
yeah. The fly, like
Yeah,
the
that
actual suit.
That looks
pretty
alright.
hard.
Yeah, the stuff with the actual suits looks good. Not the flying prop though.
Yeah.
That's where it kind of falls. But like
Yeah.
anything with the suit looks really good.
I just noticed the horns actually wobble around.
Oh. Huh. Not as rigid as I thought
Yeah.
they'd be.
You see them moving?
Yeah.
Yep.
That's weird. You'd think that it'd just be just straight, but no, it
Like
moves
super
around.
rigid, but I mean, I guess because they were bumping into each other so much, you didn't wind up snapping. I guess I don't know.
Yeah.
It is interesting though. That is you don't think about it. It's like because that.
I
I mean,
mean,
that clearly was a
they could
purposeful
just-
design decision.
Yeah, they could
purposeful.
just be like car antennas where they wobble around.
Yeah, maybe. Who knows? You mean cartilage?
Toho, dipping your shots in orange juice and mouthwash doesn't help. It doesn't help hide the effect. Wow, that just he made it sound like a mild inconvenience.
Yeah.
Even he said it was ugly.
I'm gonna meet King Ghidorah in the back, and I'm gonna punch him in the faces. It sounded like he was gonna sue him later. I'm gonna sue that
This
King
movie is
Ghidorah.
not Shindo's revenge, yes?
What
is
is
the guy
it,
with the
dude?
glasses Goro Ibuki? Or
Yeah,
at least the
right.
actor who plays him? Because it looks like him.
That's a good. You know what? Let me look that up real quick. Let me see. Movie.
Why does the author look
Because
like
it
he's
might
about to deliver?
be.
Ah, I see the new
In red.
Godzilla game's coming out nicely. Ah, yes, continuing the strain of making Ghidorah someone's bitch.
They could have done something interesting with this too, but he's just a generic pawn monster.
I mean, he kind
Like I
of.
said, the movie wanted to have alien invasion story, but then wanted its slice of the cake. It wanted its cake and everything with it.
Because you could have done something interesting with the fact that King Ghidorah is also a mutant here.
Yes, more acting, Emmy.
God,
Way
that
on the
sound
back.
effect.
The fuck are you doing?
It's my
bitch?
turn on the Xbox.
That totally looks like something you could do that with. It's like, Mom said it's my turn on the Xbox.
Why do they keep making Kawakita do people flying?
Holy crap, you're right! You're right!
Oh, I
What
was
did he
right.
say?
Yeah, the Mazaki professor dude. He's played by Goro Maki. Or Goro Ibuki.
I got it. Yay.
Double points.
Like,
I was like, say, yeah,
Kawakita-
that really does look like him. Yeah, holy crap. That's cool.
I like how Kawakita's bad at making things fly, but Toho keeps making him animate flying things for like
I know.
5 movies straight.
It's like that one. It's like that one meme with the abusive dad busting in with the belt. It's time to make more flying effects, Kawakita. No, not again.
Beats my dad.
Rather than play to his strengths, they play to his weaknesses.
Yeah.
Kawakita, we loved your King Ghidorah effects. You're gonna do that with Mothra and Batra. No.
And Rodan.
And Destroya and Space Godzilla. Kill
And
me.
Mechagodzilla.
Meanwhile, Kawakita's like, who?
Wait, we just got another organization to use.
Yeah, the which one was it?
The Equal Earth Organization.
Yeah, okay, yeah, for Equal Environments Earth Union. Something
Yeah,
like that.
that thing. Something like that.
That's why Kawakita was actually a drunkard, not because Biollante and Gunhead failed, but because Toho kept making him animate flying things.
He would have been animating flying things in Mothra vs. Baghead too, so yeah.
He was a drunkard?
He started drinking after after Biollante and Gunhead tanked.
Yeah.
Damn.
And I think I remember hearing a story of how he got even more depressed after watching Guardian of the Universe.
Oh, no kidding.
Oh, yeah.
Poor guy.
Wow. That
Yeah,
sucks.
it's like I don't care for the '90s Godzilla films, but I do really feel sorry for the guy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That I feel sad now.
yeah, but like don't get me wrong, I heard he could be a bit of it, like he was a bit like an alcoholic and a bit rage inducing on set, but like, I still do feel bad for him. It is unfortunate. Like, yeah, a promising talent that just didn't utilize his full potential because of flops. And it's unfortunate, especially when you put a lot of heart into those projects.
Yeah.
Biollante is still one of the most impressive puppets I've ever seen in my life.
Oh yeah.
Definitely.
It's up there with Jabba. Like, it's probably more impressive than Jabba the Hutt.
I mean, just about the whole movie of Biollante is impressive to look at. Like all the miniatures, the sets, the suits.
Yeah, it's pretty.
Yeah.
Yeah, seeing Guardian of the Universe must have been a kick in the teeth for the poor guy.
Oh yeah, because Guardian of the Universe is fantastic. Not everything is done perfectly, but there's a lot of like really creative elements in Guardian of the Universe. A lot.
Yeah, because I think I've heard Guardian of the Universe came out when Space Godzilla was still in theaters.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah. Ooh.
What?
Jeez.
It did?
Yeah, that makes sense. Because
Yeah, Space Godzilla came out in December of '94. Gamera came out March of '95.
95, and the Destroyer I think came out later that year.
Because Godzilla vs. Space Godzilla, it might have been Kawakita's worst work.
That or Battle for Earth.
Yeah, one of those
Yeah.
two.
I think Space Godzilla's work is worse.
Joe, but you gotta remember, it has the man's ass in it.
True. And Godzilla's tail flying off.
Right.
Oh, guys, remember, we have to applaud the scene, but we have to hate King of the Monsters for doing the same thing.
Yeah, I know, right? Like new King Godzilla to bring it back. Wow.
Toho good,
Yeah,
America
I'm
bad.
all.
I that never really made sense to me ever.
Yeah, no, it's not about what's the surface level elements. It's about what it's trying to say and what it means, in my opinion.
Yeah, that scene has multiple layers upon it if you really want to dive into it.
As
Yeah.
opposed to this one here.
People try to defend this movie for saying, oh, there's at least consequences, as opposed to King of the Monsters when King of the Monsters, there were some consequences. It wasn't treated as 100% good thing, you know?
Yeah.
Boston still got destroyed, and
Yeah.
the outlook of people, the outlook of if Godzilla's going to be friend or foe is basically like Gamera 2.
Yeah.
It's something I expect to see payoff in Godzilla vs. Kong.
We're hoping to. Absolutely. I mean, something's going to go down to make Godzilla and Kong fight.
And the thing is, like, people criticize King of the Monsters, that sort of stuff, but if you think about this movie just in general and, like, the messages it's conveying, it's not a good outlook for this one. Because this movie is just so drenched in Japanese nationalism, basically.
Hmm.
Yeah, if you look at it in a certain way, they're just basically going, okay, let's just make it the way things were at this point.
Right.
Well, also just the fact that the villain's goal is to stop Japan from becoming a major superpower.
Yeah.
Right. It's a super, like, yeah, it's pretty political. It is pretty freaking political.
And, like,
It's a
at
big
no
ass
point
lighter.
at no point is it considered a bad thing that Japan will become the dominant nation on Earth.
Right. Even so, I think even like the scenes where we get the brief snippets of the future tell something different, though. Like Japan is in ruin and it is like destroyed because of whatever. So it's like, so in a way, I think Emi lied to Terusawa about the whole prosperous Japan thing. Or if it is the truth, it's only half truths. So it's like, yeah, there's something weird. Also, the scientific playroom, super
that's-
scientific playroom.
I mean, that's where all the scientists go to play during recess.
Yeah,
If only this movie wasn't churned out in a year.
no kidding. Give it an extra year at least. Like, yeah, these Heisei movies needed more refinement, but no, Toho was like, we need money.
Why did you make the Krusty Krab too? Right by the Krusty Krab. Money.
God, this is like the 90s version of the Goroka grabbing Hotaru.
Yeah, it kind of is.
Damn.
Yeah, Kawakido was a effects director for Zone Fighter.
Yeah.
So yeah, he worked on a number of Showa stuff, I believe.
The music's the only thing that's saving this scene.
Yeah.
Because when you try to pull Emiko out of the car, it's like really boring.
Yeah. Also, I'm glad there are no other cars on this street. I'm just saying.
Well, there was one truck. It got blown up.
Yeah.
Where's the police?
Japan doesn't have police.
So you
Man.
will, so only now you willingly give yourself in. So now the man has to pay for his own car. Then again, he's rich, so I guess it doesn't matter.
That's still money being lost. Of course it matters.
Damn.
Yeah, that's all you have to do.
That's all you have to do.
Also, say what you want, but is it kind of weird that the Japanese have a nuclear submarine? I get it's from a president that basically financed it himself, but that is, according to freaking article, what was it? 7?
Yeah.
Well, not only that, but it was referenced in The Return of Godzilla to never use nuclear bombs.
Yeah.
So again, it's like, oh, we gotta get pissed off at King of the Monsters, but this one gets a free pass because it's Toho.
Yeah.
Because
And
King of the
he
Monsters
did
is a popcorn
say-
flick by America, and this is a
Right.
movie
He
by
did
the
say it was
original
a company
Toho creators.
secret, so
Right. Yeah, I'm aware it's a company secret, but it's still, that's pretty illegal. That is
Yeah.
pretty. Yeah, that is still pretty freaking illegal.
FBI, open up!
Guys, Heisei had such great continuity.
you know what's even funnier?
What?
That submarine is a company secret. Yeah, he has a big model of it in his meeting room.
Yeah, he does.
Hiding in plain sight.
Yes.
What's the light behind Godzilla?
I think it's just a Kawakita effect thing. It's something he loves doing.
Yeah, just like cinematography.
Yep.
Yeah.
It's probably his spines, because Mechagodzilla has the same thing.
Right. Mecha King Ghidorah does the same thing. Kaiju Muba does the same thing. Dice Caesar
At
from
least the
Grand
robot
Caesars.
ones. Oh yeah.
Mhm.
At least the robot ones have an excuse.
It's my turn on the Xbox.
Their backs actually light up.
He smiled as he approached and pointed at him. He's like, "Come here, you little Japanese man."
M11's like, I could show you
Come
the
here.
world.
Yeah.
I hear you, twink.
This is for the Sega Dreamcast that'll come out in a couple years. Isn't it great?
Oh my god, it's a Super Godzilla remaster.
Oh, yeah.
Uh-oh,
Yeah,
Alex is
boy, I
having
can't
another
wait.
snack moment.
Yeah, there's the snack killer.
Ah,
The man or Miki?
Both.
Damn.
I can't believe Godzilla's barely been in this Godzilla movie. Yeah.
Yeah. But my monster fights.
yeah.
Guys, this is one of the best Godzilla movies ever because he fights his arch nemesis.
Okay, AVGN.
Here's an interesting fact. The real events, it didn't go all slow-mo like that. That's just Mickey imagining it.
In the original cut, it had porn music over it, but they took it out for audiences.
Take this, you dinosaur.
Yeah, no, she's just like, oh my god, Godzilla's so goddamn hot. That's what she's thinking.
You like some thick.
Yeah, friggin'. Oh, lordy. Oh boy, here
so-
comes some fantastic King Ghidorah shots up and coming.
Oh no.
Oh god.
I saw someone like go off about like why do the military
Ew.
bother fighting the monsters?
Why does King Ghidorah look? King Ghidorah looks stiffer than Mickey's dick while looking at Godzilla.
Oh, so Bacon, you mean James Rolfe Cinemassacre's Monster Marathon of that?
Which is
no,
basically that.
I don't get that point of view. There's like, you do realize they have to evacuate the populace, right?
Yeah.
Do you have the IQ of a dead snail?
I mean, if you look at it right here, they're actually distracting him, giving them more time.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, exactly. Like, the whole idea is not just, like, I think it's too much of an American mentality of we have to stop it, we have to kill it, rather than, like, let's do it for the people, make sure they have time to get out while we distract this thing.
Yeah, that's probably how the
like,
military would actually react in a situation like this in real life.
Yeah, it's a common tactic.
Yeah, no, like in Shin Godzilla, where it's like even if they couldn't defeat Godzilla, they could still be useful in getting the people out. It was like, yeah, no, because that's what they do.
Yeah, but people who just like monster fights don't understand.
They're
that.
idiots. They're
I
idiots.
I will say I love this scene right here.
Yeah,
Isn't
I love
it
the
just-
shot. Yeah,
Yeah, it's pretty
That
cool.
shot reminds me of Godzilla versus Mechagodzilla
it kind of does.
73.
Yeah, like
when he's coming out of the water.
74. But yeah,
No. 73 would
Yeah.
mean it's Megalon, which is Kino.
Oh yeah, shit.
Yeah, no, but yeah, this whole bit is great. This, yeah, like Godzilla's arrival is fantastic. This is great.
Mm-hmm.
Mickey, please
Kino
don't talk
music.
about Godzilla's dick size.
Nice cock you got there, but mine's bigger.
I'm now 100 meters 100 meters instead of 80.
Oh fuck.
Can I point out real quick the scene of him walking through the power lines? That I really like that shot, especially because of how it contrasts with the shot in the original movie of the 50-meter tall Godzilla and the power line.
Oh
yeah, totally,
yeah,
totally.
Yeah, like I said, they're. I call it a mediocre movie, but it does have its moments.
Yeah,
Something
totally.
that bugs me with movies like this is where like a really good song starts playing, and then it just cuts with the next scene.
Yeah. Yeah, you're idiots. You're all idiots. You could have just killed him.
Who are their names again?
Chuck and Glenn.
Oh, okay.
Fuck and fuck.
Cock and fuck.
Cock and ball.
So what's everyone's
Stevie
opinions
G.
on Mickey in this movie? I say she's
She's-
still pointless in this movie.
Yeah, she's still pretty pointless
Really
in this movie.
forgettable.
Like, aside from the fact that she was the one that to detect Godzilla, it's like she doesn't do anything meaningful. It's like, yeah, no, forget that she's even in this movie. Let me put it this way: there's a good reason why the manga adaptations of these movies, aside from Biollante, cut her out.
Yeah.
Oh, they even cut her out in the Mechagodzilla 2, Space Godzilla and Destroy.
Yes.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
But-
she is completely gone. Instead, the equivalent character of the continuity character, if you will, is Major Kuroki from Biollante.
Really?
Yeah, he becomes I think from Mechagodzilla onward, he becomes the like recurring character. So
That
I
is
mean, he
interesting.
is the pilot of the Super X3.
yep.
Damn, that is interesting.
Yeah, no, so it's like, yeah,
I must purchase these immediately.
Yes.
yeah. As it should be.
Are
Which
they
is like-
translated?
Wait, what?
Are those mangas translated?
No, only the translated bits are on Toho Kingdom, and that's for only some of them.
Damn.
So, yeah, unfortunately, there's no English translation, which is a bummer because they're pretty good. They are pretty good.
Miki
plot-
might not be in the official ones, but she is in the parody ones.
Yeah, she's in the parody stuff, but like in the official direct adaptations of the movies, it's like, yeah, she's not in them at all. She only appears in Baalante.
As it should be.
Good. I don't mind if Mickey's in other films. Heck, she's fine for like the last 3 entries. They just needed to make her less annoying.
Mm-hmm.
Can't you see Godzilla has feelings?
Right.
And again, I don't mind if Mickey goes through some character progression where she finds more sympathy with Godzilla. They just need to do it not into where she's a fucking stalker.
Yeah.
Agreed.
It's also
fully agreed.
It's also they need to explore that more because, like, yeah, they show how Godzilla is a bit more humanized in this movie and with Junior's relationship, but as a whole, that whole plot element could have been explored more.
I wouldn't even say Godzilla's more humanized. He's still an asshole in Space Godzilla.
So
are
humans.
Right, but
that doesn't mean you could destroy a whole city.
Well, I know. I'm just saying.
The point Bacon is trying to make is that we learn more about Godzilla here. Yes, he's still like a villain figure in this movie, but we learn more about him. We understand him more here.
Yeah.
Wasn't he also being controlled by the Yakuza in that movie?
They were going to try to do that.
That was the plan, but it didn't happen because of Space Godzilla.
Why not just take over Space Godzilla's mind?
Because that's not how this works.
Yeah,
Right.
how dare I use
It's
logic?
not going to work.
No, Bacon, because literally they didn't have the... Did you just forget how Space Godzilla goes?
Yeah. I don't. I watched that movie all the way through maybe 2 times, guys.
There was a mind control device planted on Godzilla that they were going to use to try and control him.
Right.
Wow, I could barely see what's going on.
God,
kind of.
Again,
this scene is
something I'd like to point out is Space Godzilla's anti-machine. Like all the machines that weren't EMP coded just broke.
I do really like the fight between Godzilla and King Ghidorah here.
I like that it's more physical than later fights.
That's the surprising part is that I expected a lot more beams, but it's surprising. It's got some good physical elements going on, which is nice.
It's not like later in the movie where he fights Mecha King Ghidorah. It's all lasers.
I think it's pretty much all lasers later on. Yeah.
Yeah, I really like the scene of him grabbing King Ghidorah's tail and just slamming him into the ground over.
Yeah.
It is. Right. It is satisfying as fuck.
Yeah.
Especially since, like, if you hate this version of King Ghidorah, just seeing him get bodied is fantastic.
Yeah, for sure.
I don't necessarily hate this version of King Ghidorah. He's just so bland to me.
Yeah, he's like the bland version of.
I like how the 2 white people just give up and say, you know what, fuck it, we never should have done anything in the first place.
This plan was dumb from the start.
Their plan was dumb.
Because we're stupid.
Yeah, it's like, we should just drink tea the whole time.
Yeah. Why 20 minutes?
Hey, you're a liar. It's 15 minutes.
Yeah.
Either that or he can't read.
Also, he has a gun. Why didn't he just shoot him instead of kicking them?
That's a
He's
great.
dumb.
Because he's an idiot. Oh yeah.
When your little brother has had enough.
Oh man, yeah, that part we laughed our crap off the first time we saw that scene. Freaking M11 jumping and then freaking punching freaking Glenn Chico in the face.
So good.
Also, how come they just didn't kill Chuck and Fuck?
That's a
Because
great
they could have been a
question.
future threat. They could have
Yeah,
came
no,
back in time with 100 King Ghidorahs.
Well,
yeah, no kidding. Why didn't they?
Because they read the plot and they read the script and they know that Chuck and Fuck are gonna die.
Fair enough.
Kaiju X,
Yeah.
I have a question.
Yes.
No.
Ask
Earlier
my
when you
son.
said said that you showed this movie to your sister's fiance,
Uh-huh.
out of all the movies to give someone their first experience with the
No,
franchise,
it wasn't.
why this one?
It wasn't his first.
Okay, I was like, there are so many better options. I'm just
Yeah, no,
curious
I showed
of why
him,
you
like-
picked this one.
Yeah, I showed him. Let's see, 54, 2014, well before this. So
Okay,
showed them
good,
Megalon.
good.
I even showed him Gamera, the Heisei trilogy. He really liked those.
Oh, nice.
So
That's because those movies you can't hate.
Yeah, they're impossible to hate. Unless you only watch them for the monster fights.
I just gotta say, I blame Godzilla for my taste in women.
I feel that.
yes, the most
Damn,
iconic
Godzilla
scene in
got-
the movie.
Godzilla's got cum in his mouth.
Oh. Gosh darn it!
Mega Cum Blast!
Gosh darn it! Joe, you're a bad influence on bacon.
I'm a bad influence on myself. What do you mean?
Godzilla, right before Godzilla blasted off, he said, "Holy shit, I'm gonna come."
God damn
Gosh
it, just
darn it.
watch that movie, Alex.
No.
I like when Ghidorah's head got yeeted.
Yeah.
Yeet.
No, I mean, the fatality for Ghidorah is pretty good.
Yeah.
Right, it's
yeah.
like one of the
Mhm.
most iconic scenes in this franchise, without a doubt. That's a really good moment.
I like how Godzilla just turns. He's just like, oh, it's back.
The
All
fuck
right.
is that?
No, he just looks at the
What
camera going,
shit is
the
that?
effect's gonna show up in the final cut, right?
Yeah.
Sup, guys? Fuck you.
Hello. Goodbye.
This time machine was bomb proof.
Oh yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, but it's not plot proof.
Well, I mean, it's not
That's true.
atomic breath proof. How do you do that?
Yeah.
It's not plot proof.
Remember when those wings could block the atomic beam from earlier?
Oh yeah, you're totally right.
Well, it's
Well, I think the
because
idea-
King Ghidorah is not plot proof,
Well, no, okay.
and
well,
also because that flying model is made out of paper.
Oh, yeah, that's what happened. It's because it was the flying model that he had less durability.
Well, no, what I
Yeah.
think actually might have happened was the fact that like the nuclear pulse might have weakened the wings.
Oh yeah, definitely. I think realistically
that
speaking,
too.
it was just like the battle was taking its toll.
Yeah.
So.
Hey guys, imagine if the movie ended right here.
Yeah, I know.
I
It
wish.
would have been nice.
Yeah, we can
a
end the
decent-
movie now.
That would have been fine.
It'd be a problematic, decent movie.
I do love that he
We got
goes
one more
from
bit
like
to tie up. We got.
I do love that Godzilla goes from like the like villain to just a straight up antagonist.
Yes. I
Right.
do like that part.
But yeah, no. Yeah, no. I think one of the strongest points here of Godzilla vs. King Ghidorah that will give it credit for is Godzilla's portrayal. It's a great combination of sympathetic qualities with the Godzilla source sequences, with Godzilla still being this wrathful, destructive essence of nature. It's great. It is
Oh,
great.
absolutely.
Godzilla is the strongest aspect of this movie and the soundtrack.
Right. So those are the in spite of the movie's time travel flaws and wanting its slice of the cake and everything else with it, there are good qualities here.
I mean,
Some of it's
keep going.
Some of it's not taken to its fullest advantage, but what can you do? I also have to say this Godzilla versus military fight here is probably one of my favorite Godzilla versus military fights of the Heisei series.
It's pretty solid. And may I interject real quick? That shot of people running down the stairs, that was stock footage from Return of Godzilla.
No kidding.
Really?
Huh.
And I think a lot of Godzilla firing his atomic ray in this sequence is from Godzilla vs. Biollante.
Oh, really?
Hmm.
Really?
Yeah, I think so. Because some of the footage looks a bit different from this new footage.
Hold on. Let me see. I'm paying close attention to this 360p video.
If I may interject real quick, I'd argue that it's not even like the time travel that's the part. I'd argue the worst part is just like the characters not being fully developed.
Yeah.
Oh, absolutely.
There's that. Yeah.
Like that's sort of the biggest issue with the 90s movies in general is not sitting down with the human characters enough.
Oh, yeah, for sure. I always like those vehicles. They're super pretty.
Like
Yeah,
the
they're pretty
evolution
unique.
of the laser cannons.
Yeah. And we get our G60 G64 klutz moment.
Did he just fall into the floor?
Yeah.
What a fucking klutz.
I mean, I guess
That is
that's bound
okay.
to happen when you suddenly have a 20-meter growth spurt.
Yeah.
I guess.
I mean, it is the funniest moment of the film.
Right, yeah.
Well, besides, take that, you dinosaur.
Oh, from when his tail hit the building, it looks like Return of Godzilla to me for some reason. That shot.
It's entirely possible.
Oh, see right there, that's Biollante.
Oh yeah, that was the Biollante shot. Yeah. Yeah, I totally saw it.
At least fucking the stock footage here is used well, unlike
Right.
a couple other movies.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
unlike,
it's also very brief. Very brief.
Unlike Godzilla vs. Gigan, where they had stock footage of Anguirus shaking his head.
And
Yeah,
Godzilla
right.
stepping on Ghidorah's head.
Yeah.
Or Godzilla versus Megalon having Gigan's scythe.
Or two electric rays.
Or how both films where Gigan and Megalon turn into Gyra.
Yeah.
Yeah. I was just about to say that.
I don't know why, but the stock footage used in Megalon is more funny than in other movies.
I think because it's just the show of how quickly constructed that movie was made. I think that movie was made in the span of like 3 weeks, I think.
Like the movie is just really funny.
It's funnier in Godzilla vs. Megalon because it's just another piece of the massive puzzle that is the incompetence of Godzilla versus Megalon.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Through its incompetence, it became Kino.
Yes.
Right.
That movie.
Shut up, Bacon. No one cares.
That movie.
Bacon, you're not allowed to speak.
Oh
Not
man,
for
pretty
real,
lady
that-
leaving.
You know what? You know what's weird about this scene?
What?
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 She says that, but he doesn't know that they're related later until later on.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Kind of
Ew.
awkward because he kind of wanted a boner.
Yeah,
Why didn't
it
she
becomes
just
extra
tell him?
awkward.
It's like a last minute thing. Oh wait, it was last minute because it was introduced at the very end of the movie.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And we have the beginning again. We see King Ghidorah in Godzilla Generations 2.
It's like they could have made that an actual plot element with Emiko spilling the beans way earlier.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No need
Like, did
for
she-
unnecessary attraction.
Did she have a reason not to tell him?
Great question.
Concerns about messing with the time.
I mean,
Well, she does it anyway, so what does it matter?
It's not like
Yeah.
it's not like Terminator where Kyle Reese doesn't tell Sarah that he's John's father because
I don't think Kyle
like he
Reese
doesn't
even
know.
knew. Kyle
Yeah,
Reese
Kyle-
didn't know.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's not like there. And
Yeah.
here Emmy knows. But she just didn't tell him because she's a bitch.
You know, I think I'm kind of finally figuring out the whole future Japan thing in this movie now.
Oh.
Because they said that Japan is like this powerful country in the future,
Yeah.
but it's also destroyed.
Hmm.
So maybe it did become that, but then, Godzilla.
Yeah. Exactly. So in a sense, what the Futurians told at the beginning of the movie was probably closer to the truth. But because of the way this film poorly handles its time travel component and the way the characters, I guess, lie to get people on their sides, it's like, I don't know what's real and what isn't.
You could have done
Yeah.
something with that. You could have done something
Yeah.
with the confusion.
Oh, yeah. No, like, you totally could have taken advantage of that, too, but you don't. Let me have it my way.
Take that, you dinosaur.
Oh wow, here comes the one scene with actual emotion. Or one of the two scenes.
Yeah, one of the
I
two
love this
scenes.
scene. This
the
is
best
a
scene in the
really
movie.
good scene. The one scene I think we ever see of a tear running down Godzilla's eye.
First of two.
What's the other one?
Destroyer.
Over the destroyer.
Oh, yeah.
That right there is
Um,
indicative to Godzilla and his humanity, his connection with humanity, right? Or like the representation of like Godzilla and humanity, right there to me.
Yeah.
There's a really good video that did a breakdown of this scene that I really liked. Yeah, no, that was a great scene. That was great.
It's like Shindo is basically what later Mickey should have been. Shindo
Yeah.
at least had reasons to think the way he did.
Yeah.
Yeah.
because he thinks Godzillasaurus saved him and his unit.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And it's not like saying he was actually right. It's playing with the idea that he's also delusional, and like the other guy said earlier on the film, this is not the same creature that saved you on Lagos Island.
Because the connection, like the greater connection between Godzilla and humanity, is a weird line. It's a really weird line, but it's like, yeah, no, like that was great. I think there's a whole lot of meaning in that scene in particular that I think really reflects the franchise as a whole.
You know, I kind of like this miniature right here, or these sets.
This shot in particular is actually kind of impressive.
Yeah.
Non-return combatant number 2.
I'm kind of mixed on Mecha King Ghidorah. It's a cool addition, like from a toy or a video game perspective, but I kind of think it would be more engaging of Emmy trying to keep Godzilla stable enough to where she could transport him somewhere else instead of this whole battle.
Right.
Yeah.
Oh, totally. I think coming back at the kids and using the teleportation technology would have been a more creative, like killing King Ghidorah 2/3 in, and then the final battle is humans transport Godzilla elsewhere to get him out. That would have been cool. That actually would have been a really cool way of doing it instead of another beam battle. Don't get me wrong, Mecha King's great. I enjoyed the design, but it's like, you could have done something different with this climax, something that would have tied more to the time travel hijinks.
Or just done more with.
There we go. The light behind the monster scene.
Yep. Like I said,
With an
Kawakita has
excuse this time because his back lit up.
Right.
You could have done more with Mecha King Ghidorah himself. What you guys are just trying to get Godzilla out of there.
I like this Godzilla VR game.
Yeah.
This looks like a menu for DVD.
It kind of does.
Mm-hmm.
Remember, guys, Blu-ray menus suck.
Yeah.
I don't think that's a horrified scream. That's more like when a mommy and a daddy love each other scream.
She's enjoying herself a little much here.
Probably sounds better in the actual original version.
Oh, I'm sure.
Mickey is really jealous.
Oh God, Emmy is fight sexual like Goku.
Yeah. But figured, this one's just a fight. I wish it was something a little more than that. I think that's why it's weird, because I think it's why I remember more of the King Ghidorah elements than the Mecha King elements in this movie.
Absolutely.
Because this is just
battle.
Godzilla and Mecha King Ghidorah firing beams and sparks going off.
Right. We don't want to do too much crazy action to destroy the surrounding buildings in one shot. There was also a deal with the cameraman and that reporter. I think there were if you were Japanese, you'd get it. I can't remember who they were, what their relevance was at the time, but they were people. If you were Japanese, you'd know them. I think. So. Yeah, there's something about them, but I can't remember.
At this point, I have to ask, who's doing more damage, Godzilla or Mecha King Ghidorah?
Mecha King Ghidorah.
It looks like Mecha King Ghidorah.
It looks like Mecha King Ghidorah.
I think the issue with Mecha King Ghidorah in this movie is that they just sort of shoved him in at the last minute of production.
Yeah.
Because they were like, oh shit, we killed one of our monsters way too early.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, to be fair, we pretty much got that spoiler right out the gate with the opening sequence.
Yeah.
So it's like, yeah, this was sort of like, it makes sense in that sort of giant monster logic, but I do wish it was something different in hindsight.
Yeah, I still wish it was just Emiko trying to get Godzilla to remain stable so she can teleport him.
You could still have Mecha King Ghidorah, just have him do more than fire lasers.
Yeah, there should have been more like crazy like that, like the jumping thing, like more physical stuff.
Make it more dangerous.
Creativity. Toho doesn't do that.
Also, Mecha King Ghidorah, from coming from the 23rd century, Mecha King's pretty analog.
Yeah. Interesting how the two mechs made with Mecha King Ghidorah's technology by modern day humans are way better than him at fighting Godzilla.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Mecha King seems like it was built out of scrap parts. Strings. I saw strings.
I mean, he was made by the Equal Earth Environment Union. Got to make everything equal here. You can't have something stronger than Godzilla. It has to be at least almost equal.
Okay,
So
communist.
Don't you know, Ghidorah just gave that rule the middle finger.
Yeah. And here's the closest thing we'll get to your idea, Alex, of keeping Godzilla steady.
Yep. That's how you can get both ideas to work. Just have Mecha King Ghidorah hold it down.
Yeah.
Wait, a thought comes to mind. You said that Mecha King Ghidorah is more analog, right?
Yeah.
Maybe that was made so that it wouldn't be like damaged from EMP effects.
Interesting idea.
Well, it's analog, but also it seems like M11's also controlling a lot of it as well.
Yeah, that's true too. It does seem rather like, don't get me wrong, M11's doing a lot of controlling too, but it seems like giving like 3 controllers to Emmy doesn't seem like the best design decision to me. It's like, why could you have 3 people, 1 person operating each head?
I just realized, people who bitch about daytime fights in the new movies, this is like one of the few daytime fights we get in the whole Heisei series.
Yeah.
Where's the bitchiness on those?
And look how dusty it is.
Dark, dusty, and dipped in orange juice.
Yeah, the Heisei movies will just have it turn night out of nowhere when the fight starts.
Right.
Like the sun will just be in the middle of the sky, and then the fight's about to begin, and then it's dark.
See ya, King Ghidorah. Looks like there are 2 King Ghidorahs in this timeline now.
Mm-hmm.
Amy.
Please shut the fuck up.
Wait. He just said he has to live 200 years to meet her again.
Yes. All right, hey, how's it going?
Watch everyone say, "Okay, Captain Hillbilly, calm down. Sipping for your great granddaughter.
Just simp for the lady right next to you.
I don't want to sip for her. She's ugly."
Damn.
Damn.
Damn, dude.
Godzilla wakes up. He looks at Mecha King Ghidorah and says, "Oh God, please tell me we didn't do it."
Yeah.
Oh, look, he's now possessed
How
by
drunk
the
was I last night?
Also, that eyeball is a Super Godzilla. It's in Super Godzilla.
That was one of the
Yeah,
few
and this
good things
underwater
about
bit's
Super
really nice.
Godzilla.
Underwater bit's really nice. Anyway, we have like less than a
Mhm.
minute before the movie ends, so
Well,
final comments.
That
The
is the
movie.
end of our commentary track. Everyone thinks it's a movie. GBR will still defend the hell out of it
Okay, now
because
hold
it's a
on.
90s flick.
Let me talk.
And I'm
Talk
gonna
real
exploit
quickly.
all that time travel.
Let GVR talk. Let GVR talk.
This is one of the weaker of the '90s movies. I will admit that. Not as bad as Battle for Earth and Space Godzilla, but it's definitely on the lower end of the spectrum.
Absolutely. And that's the end of our
Yeah.
commentary track. We will see you next time for whenever that may be. Bye.
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 Right.
Bye.
Oh, thank God it's over.